45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oregon's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life. Yeah. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Might as well give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks? Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. So Oregon State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. And he's dragged down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
Here's the handoff. Looking for room at the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Using his legs, it's Hughes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Beavers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Got the quick completion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, I love giving my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his man. It's Walker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Beavers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Bryant. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Casper. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Defense is about getting the guy on the ground, holding on for dear life. It's hard, I know, with so much speed on the outside, but you got to get that guy on the ground. When you miss one tackle, next thing you know, all that extra yardage is killing your defense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hughes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive.
Timeout, Oregon.
Now on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Beavers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clemens. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's Walker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Creates a little space. Picks up the first down, still moving. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
36, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a little bit of breathing room after that gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. With the short hands, it's Clemens. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
To the air, it's Murphy. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Beavers are on the move. Wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Walker. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes it on the shovel. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in.
Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
From the gun, give on the inside. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Moore to the air. He's got it down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary.
14.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The toss to the outside. He breaks a tackle. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I told the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here. And this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a...
Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll line up to go for 2. Moore to the air. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he got loose. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Beavers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Walker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation in the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires deep toward the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That keeps the score. Oregon 28.
They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. looking for a productive play on first down. And the quarterback takes a knee. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.